feels to me like summer is kind of ending, Kevin.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a ride, especially for the weekend back in the 60s. Unlike the holiday weekend, we just had 90s. That's not going to repeat here for a while, but we're not done with summer quite yet. We see temps begin to warm up next week, but it's all about the smoke. Again, near surface and aloft as well. Just poor air quality continues for tonight. Here's a snapshot for tomorrow, and maybe gets a little bit better as we see a source region change in our air mass by Friday and Saturday, bringing in some cooler air and hopefully pressing that smoke farther toward the south here, giving us a bit of a break. Let's hope so, but not tonight, tomorrow. It's going to remain thick for many of us here like it is over western North Dakota. Wilson right now with some of that thicker smoke, 78 degrees, 70 in Bismarck, a little bit thinner towards central eastern North Dakota where the air is a little cooler, near 70 degrees, upper 60s, with winds a bit stronger toward the Montana-North Dakota border, but averaging southeast between 15 and 25 miles per hour. We're absent of any real serious heat here for the northern plains. Different story again. It's been residing here most of the summer across the southern plains. Texas here really heating up again, really hasn't changed at all. Some places in the 100s, well in excess of a month now across Texas. Meanwhile, for us, we're back into that cooler air mass coming in from Canada, 60s and 70s, but a return of some 80s back through eastern Montana as we've had for this afternoon. So it has been mild, especially again farther toward the west here. Tranquil conditions in the morning. There might be a couple of light showers pop up thanks to a system moving along the international border. That means the highest potential for hardly any measurable rain, though, will be maybe Divide County, Burt County, Williams, a possibility, mostly towards southern Canada as that system moves on through. Trailing cold front could be the focal point for maybe a few scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. By and large, though, I just don't foresee much moisture associated with this. Better chance, though, by the time we get to Friday night into Saturday, then we'll see that chance for measurable precip. But of course, with the clouds and the cooler conditions, that chance for rain, we're only going to be in the 60s here for Bismarck and Dickinson for Saturday. Maybe only upper 60s Sunday as well. Best chance for rain again Friday night into Saturday, and primarily in the same areas that pretty much have had it here for a while. That would be central and southern North Dakota, northern South Dakota. I don't foresee severe weather, unlike this past Labor Day Monday evening. Instead, more of a steady, perhaps mostly steady rain here for late Friday night into Saturday, and given the cloud cover, cooler conditions, but along and south of I-94 between about 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch. Again, still a couple days away, but worth monitoring. Once we get beyond the weekend, we're going to see a pattern change again to above normal temperatures, which would be the mid to upper 70s. So this implies to me a higher probability of going back into the 80s by the time we get to the middle of next week. And minimal rain chances beyond the weekend, going back to a dry stretch of days likely on the way. Meanwhile, for tomorrow, again, highs a little warmer over central and eastern North Dakota by about 10 degrees over what we had for today, where we were near that 70-degree mark. Instead, we're looking at upper 80s, or upper 70s rather, and mid 80s over eastern Montana and western North Dakota. So here we go for the 7-day forecast. Again, chances for rain increasing, but not till later Friday night. Most of the day will be dry on Friday, so a nice day. And then showers, keeping it cooler here for the first half of the weekend, Saturday. About a 50% chance. And again, I say 50 because a higher likelihood southern North Dakota than farther toward the north here. Cooler weather again on Sunday with highs in the 60s, but drier. And then Monday we begin to see 70s and I think 80s, probably just beyond the scope of the 7-day forecast.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean summer's over. Come on.
Oh,
guys.
not at all. No, we have a long ways to go, so we won't rush it along.
All right.